Even before the coronavirus struck, 2020 was a tough year for Australia. Thousands left homeless, others without their livelihoods. Adelaide Hills resident Stuart Temby is one of them. His home is still standing but unlivable, filled with the smell of smoke from the Cuddly Creek fire. He's been living at his daughter's place, but she's now back from overseas.
We've had a few friends that have offered us their houses while they've been away, but I suspect now until we get inside the house again, it's going to be difficult to now find alternative accommodation with the virus.
Isolation is tough for 87-year-old Brakunga resident Bob Gurr. He lost his house in the fire, and construction on a replacement hasn't begun. He's worried the virus will delay the rebuild further.
It's been a bit of a shock, actually. I was kind of thinking that in about 6 months we'd be looking at another house here, but that's not going to happen. Certainly hope that it doesn't affect us much at all, actually. At our age, I don't think we'd be around for long if it does.
It's not just those who've lost homes feeling the impacts of coronavirus. It's hurt those who've come to help too. Volunteer organisation Blaze Aid has been forced to abandon its Adelaide Hills camp.
We do feel for the people that we weren't able to get to, and we tried as hard as we could, but we just couldn't. We couldn't do it having been cut short by a month. So that's the only regret, that we couldn't finish them off.
Those who'd stepped up to help, like Al Keynes, have nowhere to go.
Probably living in a caravan is about the worst possible place to be. If anything happens and we get sick, it's no fun living in a caravan while you're sick.
While Blaze Aid has no plans to reopen its closed camps, volunteers hope they'll be back in the coming months. Brittany Evans, ABC News, the Adelaide Hills.